I can actually introduce myself in Cherokee. Do you want me to do
Yeah,
that? Okay.
of course.
Sio Nagada, Adrienne Keene Dodo, Chichalagi, Dalonige Dela, Jutla, Jinela. And that means, hello, my name is Adrienne Keene. I'm Cherokee, and I live in California. The way that you say California in Cherokee is yellow money pockets, which refers to the gold rush and all of the money during that time. So I grew up in Southern California, in San Diego, but my grandmother is actually from a small town in Oklahoma called Wagner, and she is Cherokee. So my connection to the Native community really comes through her. I actually majored in Native American Studies and Cultural and Social Anthropology. But then I was offered a position in undergraduate admissions at Stanford, where I was actually the undergraduate Native recruiter. So I was responsible for the recruitment and outreach for American Indian, Alaska Native, and Native Hawaiian students. So this is actually one of my favorite features of my office. This is the United States, but it's broken up into tribal lands and communities rather than focusing on the states and the capitals. It really focuses on the indigenous communities themselves. Across those communities, each community had very similar barriers to access, things like lack of information and just not knowing the basic skills about applying to college. After having the experiences in the admissions office, I knew that I had to go into education. So I applied to doctoral programs in education, and here at the Ed School, I'm in the culture, communities, and education concentration, and my work focuses on college access for Native students. So my research is actually going to look at the role of one nonprofit called College Horizons, and it's a summer program for Native high school students. And I actually participated in the program when I was in high school. So for me, it was a major turning point with kind of really learning about the college application process and seeing what my options were. But also it was the first time, because I grew up in San Diego away from my Native community, it was the first time that I was surrounded by so many other Native students my age. Last year I was one of 2 Native students at the Ed School. It was me and one other master's student. But this year there are now 7 master's students and myself. So we've started an organization called FIERCE, which stands for Future Indigenous Educators Resisting Colonial Education. So we actually made these armbands for Indigenous Peoples Day, which is also known as Columbus Day, in October. That was our first FIERCE event. Is we held a movie night where we showed a documentary called Real Injun, which discusses stereotyping and images of Native Americans in popular culture. Seeing my friends and seeing my family and everyone, and just the opportunities that we have gained through higher education, I really want to give back to Native communities. I want to give back to programs like College Horizons, who are doing such incredible work. And to me, if we want to continue the path of sovereignty and self-determination and nation building in our communities, the path to that future is through education.